Hi guys, we're back and we're doing a makeup tutorial today. I know a lot of people have been asking for one, but I haven't really felt like doing one, but I finally got time to do one, so that's what we're doing today. So what we're gonna do is a basic purple smoky eye, but the inside of it is a halo eye, so if you don't know what it is, this is an example right here. It's gonna be a smoky black, purple, pink smoky eye. And we're gonna add some lashes onto the top of it and just explain everything in the process and everything like that, and hopefully it turns out okay. So as you can see, we got our mirror over here, we got our ring light up, and we set everything up in a nice dandy way. Hopefully I'm gonna try to look at the camera instead of looking at me because that's my bad habit, but you can see it's a nice dandy way. So we're gonna explain step by step how I do makeup, because I know a lot of people ask and a lot of people enjoy my makeup, and that's what I want a lot of my channel to revolve around, even though I do a lot of different things here and there, but hopefully it's gonna be a lot of my channel. So with that, let's get started. So you're gonna see a lot in this video that I use a color swatcher, which is one from Ulta. Basically all it is just like this little black sponge that you have, and I have a lot of makeup brushes unironically, but I tend to use like a handful of one each makeup look, so I use them really quickly, and I don't wash them like every week. I wash them maybe once a month because I have so many and it's just a pain in the ass to do, but I use that so when I want to change colors or like make it lighter or something like that, I can easily switch out the color. It's like a color pan. A lot of people use it. I think it's one of my favorite things. It was like $10 at Ulta. I do recommend it a lot. So what we're gonna start out doing, we're gonna take our Morphe packing brush, which is this brush right here. You can see that. Ignore the fact that there's hair dye on my hands, but we're gonna take our Morphe packing brush, and the palette today we're gonna be using is the Alyssa Edwards palette. You can see mine's a little bit worn down, it's a couple years old, but we're gonna be taking our Alyssa Edwards palette today, moving our mirror over here so it was easier to see. We're gonna take the shade Texas Made, and we're going to pack it on above our eye. This is just going to be the basic transition shade and the base shade that we're going to use today. You don't really have to care if it's like perfectly blended out. We are going to blend it out in the future, but what we're going to do is basically just cover our entire eye and a little bit above the crease. This is like a buffing packing brush, so we're gonna do that real fast. Try to make it a little bit even. That's going to be the basic outline of where your eyeshadow is going to be with the base coat of the eyeshadow. Last, we're going to take the shade Believe, which is like a light purple, and we're just going to go below the crease and bring more definition into the eyeshadow so that way it doesn't just look like one color. Start out doing a very light shade of purple, and we're gonna add darker shades onto it. That way if you add a little bit too light, you can always go darker, but if you go too dark, then you can't really go back that well. So we're gonna start out light and then heavily add onto it. What we're gonna try to do is keep it on the outer corners of your eye, so like the inner corner and the outer corner. The middle part is where the halo eye is going to go, so we're going to try to keep that bright pink. It's like the whole reason we're doing a halo eye and everything like that. But try to keep it below your crease and on the outer corners of your eye. If not, you can always fix it with concealer later and just pack pink onto it, and make sure you just try to blend it out at the end. Try to match the side of that eye. Doesn't always work. Half the time it doesn't work a lot of the time, but we try our best. For the inner corner, because I know I have hooded eyes, so it's hard to like get into that crease. We're gonna take a small packing brush, which this one is from the Nikita Dragon. Same with the one that I just used. These are from the Nikita Dragon. This one is in 6. The other one is in 5. So we're gonna take our in 6 brush from the Nikita Dragon in Xmorphy, go in with that same shade of Believe, and go in and pack it on the inner corner. If you want to do what I'm doing, you can also pack it on the outer corner, only because I didn't cover it that well and I want really even coverage. We're gonna go out, if it's not blended completely, we're gonna go back over it and blend it again, just because I want to make sure it's completely covered and blended and even, because this is again a transition shade and I want it all completely coerced and, you know, airbrush looking. Like I said, we're gonna go back in with the blending brush that we just used, the in 5 from the Nikita Dragon brush set. We just did it to make sure it was blended and coerced together. Like I said, I like my looks airbrush. Again, like I said, I've said like 20 times, but make sure you go step by step and make sure you're blending all of your looks together, or it'll just look blocky and weird. But if that's how you want to do your makeup, go for it. I've done blocky, weird makeup looks too, and it's fun to experiment with. A little bit of a darker shade of purple just to add to that definition. That way the black has something to blend with. I'm going to use the Lisa Frank Morphe brush, this one right here, another packing brush, and we're going to go in with the shade BBDC and Unicorn Tribe. Once we've done that, we're going to take the in 5 brush once more, add a little bit of pink onto that brush for the top part of it, just to make sure it's airbrushed once again. That way, before we add the black, we know it's going to be a little bit of pink, a little bit of black, a little bit mix of both. That way we have more coercive color with our look today, and it's not just a completely black smoky eye. And while you're blending up to your brow bone, you want to make sure there's at least a little gap between your brow and your eyeshadow. At least in my preference, I like doing that, only because it looks like less childish in a way, less 80s in a way. So now that both eyes are completely blended, we're gonna add that black smoky eye that we were talking about. small packing brush from Madison Beer. Brush that with Morphe. The amount of problematic creators I have pulled out of this brush collection is going to get me canceled by the end of the video. And we're going to go into the shade Beyond, and we're going to pack a little bit onto that little pink right there. And then as for our lower lash line, I think we're going to do a pink shade, a very light pink shade. And what we're gonna do is something I like doing personally. I know a lot of people like doing it, but we're gonna drop our eyebrow. We're gonna drop our eyeshadow brush. Add a little bit of Texas Made, which is the pink shade we're using, and add it to the tip of your nose. And now we're gonna use our Diamond Light Too Faced highlighter, which I've had for so long and I'm still currently using it. This one. We're gonna take a small round brush from Morphe, this little round one, and we're gonna go along our nose bone. Take this big foundation brush because I'm lazy and just kinda we've finished the base coat, which is our eyeshadow and everything, we're gonna go in with our mascara, which we have Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. It's a little bit wet for me. I like the Manatee mascara because it's easy to apply, and the spoolie is like a straight kind of shape. This one is a good mascara, but a little bit hard to apply for me, especially because I have long lashes. Now that we've added that, and it adds a little bit more of pop of color, it makes it more coerced, we're gonna add our eyelashes. Now that we finished putting on our lashes, which that was surprisingly easy, we're gonna add our lip because it is nude. And what we're gonna be wearing is our NYX Shine Loud mascara. This is probably the best, not mascara, NYX Shine Loud lipstick. This is probably the best lipstick that I think I've had in so long, and I absolutely adore it. You can see that I overlined my lips just a little bit because I just don't really like how they naturally look, and I like them a little bit fuller than how they naturally are. But with that, that is just about all the makeup that we have today to do, and that's pretty much how I do my makeup. So with that, that's basically how I do my makeup. To my eyeshadow, I skipped the foundation like I said, the contour, everything like that, because it's boring. But that is how you do a pink black halo eye, including the lashes and lips. That's how I specifically do my makeup. You can do it any way you specifically want, but makeup is art. Makeup is a hobby. It's nobody has room to judge anybody, so just do it however you feel comfortable, and as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next video.